Alrighty, and we are back for another week of playing Odyssey of the Dragonlords with the wonderful people of Light of Thylea. As we threw out in chat, sadly, currently Kasaria, aka Justin, is having some power outage issues, which is obviously a huge bummer. With that in mind, we're gonna try to go as far as we can. With as we are currently, we have the bot standing in as Kasaria. Bot, say hi to everybody. Good job.
It actually looks like Tyler's standing in as Kasaria and the bot standing in as Lyra.
Quite. So, dang it! I thought that actually was matching up nicely. It did not. So let me do this. There we go. All right, now everybody is where they're supposed to be ish. I'm just gonna boop. So as we're going in, it would not be another week of Light of Thylea if we didn't have some tech issues. In this case, power issues. You know, it just wouldn't feel right if that wasn't the case. So with that, let's just ignore the technology of the world and the power of the world and the power that technology has over the world and pontifications by a DM, but instead focus on whatever great story we can create with just some good storytelling between everyone. With that, I don't have a whole lot of announcements. Do you guys have anything that you wanted to shout out? Any cool finds around the nerdiverse?
I don't think so.
Awesome. Hearing none, I'm excited to get the people what they want, which is a little bit more of wonderful Grecian-styled ancient Bronze Age fantasy. Now, previously on the Light of Thylea, you guys had made your way all the way to the necropolis at Telemach, the last remaining, I don't know why Damon did that face. I don't know why that was.
Oh, my computer, sorry.
I was like, why was that? But with that in mind, you guys had been sent there, or at least told you guys, you were told to go there, as the third great labor you were supposed to accomplish in order to be able to actually become the new Dragonlords, or at least the new Dragon Guard. You guys are still working on that rebranding and getting people to be used to calling you that instead. Now, as you guys had traveled there, you noticed more Hands of Kentamane. You traveled within what's essentially like a crevasse that is running between the mountainside that just seems to be in deep dark shadow within it. A deathly silence hung around it. You met the legendary ancient wizard named Damon, who apparently once served the Dragonlords and fought alongside them in the war against the Titans. It appeared that he
I'm only 44. I'm not ancient.
Right. He had turned into a lich and told you guys about the necropolis. You started searching through it, ultimately got to the Tomb of Xander, got through the labyrinth, and ultimately found Xander, some of the ancient artifacts, and that's where we're going to pick it up today. Anything else that you guys wanted to throw out that I didn't mention?
The stuff with Minos and the did you mention like the interaction that he had with
Minos?
Minos's role overall.
Minos, go ahead and take it away.
Minos had a couple interactions so far in Tillamook. One of them being that the gatekeeper recognized him and told him that he too would be interred here one day. I'm sure that Versi will have some strong words about that later. Another was that he encountered a very angry undead minotaur who said he was a betrayer. For we found out that Minos did travel with the first Dragonlord and aid in the slaughter of Feyfolk. And then he received his official dragon crown from that progenitor of the Dragonlords.
You
Yes,
also
sir.
noticed that there was an ancient minotaur within the labyrinth, which made your life a little bit harder, attacked you guys at ambush points, and ultimately you were able to defeat him, cutting off his horns and presenting it to ancient Xander once more as a throwback gift, and just literally that, a throwback to, hey, remember when I used to do this regularly? As it appeared, this was a regular thing that once upon a time was happening. Alrighty, you guys find yourselves once more in the ancient tomb that is Xander's. Xander has just given you guys the items, and the undead gaze of the man looks upon you. There's just a little bit of a lingering look. No words escape the ancient undead creature's mouth, but there's just a long, intense look between Minos and him. The look that is full of meaning. Minos, you feel kind of lost in those glazed over, deadened eyeballs. But you recognize the man, and you recognize the feeling deep within you of having once looked up to this man and everything that he stood for. Everything that you stood for. Xander just gives you a small head nod. He took the sarcophagus top back, laid himself down, and the sarcophagus slowly closed atop you guys once more. Sorry, I just kind of in her bear form.
Yeah, I
Nuzzles up.
forgot Casaria was a bear.
You gotta get into the game.
Yanni walks over to Kasaria and kind of just starts doing a, like scritch behind the ears thing. So that was weird, huh?
Yep. Minos kind of wall sits, make sure Moss isn't too damaged, and just kind of reflecting on everything that just happened.
So did you know that guy?
Apparently.
But you don't remember.
Not really. Just felt like the right thing to do.
What about the twice dead Minotaur? Did you know him?
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't know him.
Because he called you like what, traitor or betrayer or something like that? I mean, I was trying to make sure I didn't get hit with an axe, but I think he said something like that.
Never was. It was a lifetime ago.
Maybe more than one from the sound of it.
Well, how long has Xander been dead for?
Like somewhere in the ballpark of 400 years, I would guess. And I don't know much about Minotaurs, but I don't think they live for hundreds of years. Do they?
Not the last time I checked.
This is interesting.
Can I go see if the other door is open, or is it still like shut?
You go through, and indeed the other portcullis is wide open now.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Well, we broke the trap. Remember, they took their time and broke it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if the door is still locked shut, it's just so much has happened, and the last thing I want to deal with is another door.
The true
That's
BBG of D&D doors.
We should never leave house without a crowbar.
Do we want to take a break here? Like, do we think the tomb is safe? Cause I'm pretty spent.
I mean, The idea of sleeping with the dead doesn't really appeal to me too much. Like, I feel like I'm inviting myself to join them, which I don't want to do.
I think technically Brissa's been dead.
Yeah, a few times
But-
today.
But she's not currently. That's the important part. And I did not sleep while she was dead.
If I'm being honest, this place gives me the creeps.
If we think
No, I
about it,
sleep much here.
it is safer in here because there's a bunch of those ghoul thingies outside, right? So
If
They
something comes,
almost crush us.
if something comes in here, maybe that guy will pop back out and help us again.
Can I
built-in defense mechanism.
He gave us all his toys though, so
He gave some of us all of his toys.
is
I'm-
the crushing wall mechanism still functioning enough to where it would move the wall back and forth at all, like if I operated it manually?
You pushed it, especially considering that you are a Herculean path barbarian. Yeah, you definitely can like force it back and forth.
I want to like push it all the way against so it's blocking the other door, and as far as we know, that's the only entrance. And then I will sleep outside of the tomb room, behind the wall,
Behind the trap.
with the door shut.
okay. I guess I'm stuck now because I can't move that wall.
Oh, I figure you probably would have seen him do this.
Are you guys
Probably
trying to take a
just-
short rest or a long rest? Sorry, just to clarify.
I think we're trying to sleep.
Yeah, I think we're trying to take a long rest.
As per the rules as written, and this is funny because they came up on Sunday as well, and to Drake's amazement, there's a rule in D&D 5th edition: you cannot benefit from a long rest more than once per 24-hour period. It is rules as written. It is 6 p.m. in the day, so you guys are definitely a little too early trying to get your nappy in. So, what would you guys like to do?
Right.
Wait.
I don't know why you're worried. I'm not hurt. I got most of my spells still. Let's get out of here.
Oh,
I don't think that we all feel that way though.
I mean, to be honest, only one of us benefits that much from a short rest.
I don't need any spells.
It's me, by the way.
Yeah, if you guys want to take like a quick break here, I'm fine. But I think it's still early. We should get out of here before we try and actually sleep.
But Yanni, there's more tombs.
Right, but they're wanting to like go to sleep right now, so I'm just worried about getting out of here to do that. I can convince them to come back in and get more stuff out of the tombs once they've gotten some sleep and they're not being all grumpy about it. And by they, I mean Brissa.
You're not suggesting that we leave and travel across the bridge and then try to get back in again, are you?
I'm suggesting we don't hang around in a tomb for like half a day. That's what I'm suggesting.
It's kind of cozy, honestly. But you're right.
What about these consecrated spaces? We know that the Tomb of Balmitria is consecrating its way up on that thing. You think if we took a rest up there in a little bit that the hordes might give us some breathing
I
room?
would definitely feel better if we were in one of the consecrated tombs. I would feel even better about it if we got permission from the person buried there, but, well, that'd be hard because they're dead,
And a dragon.
hopefully. I mean, I'm sure if Balmitria were alive, Brissa would do whatever she could to curl up next to her and go to sleep. So, yeah, or him, Balmitria, he or a she, I don't even know.
She.
But okay.
All right, Brissa, calm down. All the knowledge.
No, that's good. I'm glad she knows things.
I do like that idea better than sleeping in this tomb, since this tomb has multiple times tried to kill us already.
And Rhoda's
Yeah,
gonna
and I mean,
pull the wall back.
it just
This is
smells
just-
like death in here.
I'll just watch Rhodas do it. I'm not gonna help at all.
Oh, I'll help, but it won't actually help.
Rhodas doesn't need the help. He is a beefy boy. As your muscles ripple and you kind of push the wall.
I do. You know when you're helping someone move and they're carrying something and you're like also underneath it but not actually touching it, so it looks like you're helping?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'll do.
I don't know how that feels. I'm not pure evil.
All right, as you guys are queuing a bottle episode, you guys blockade the room in as best as you think you can. You put in some.
Sorry, I was pulling it back. I think the
Oh.
consensus is that we want to go to Balmetria's tomb or another
Okay.
consecrated tomb for safety purposes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because this tomb tried to kill us a couple times.
Do we know if it's like even like entering the tomb and then you're like, you know, you're in the consecrated area and then you get like cursed, right? Or is it like looting, right? Like I don't really know the rules between consecrated and not consecrated.
It's looting the consecrated tombs. It's grave robbing, not
Yeah.
grave napping.
Sleeping.
Oh, okay, as long as we're sure. I'll
Yeah.
let you go. I'll let you go first, Yanni, on that one.
Okay. Yeah, no, believe me, I'm all about not getting cursed, I guess, any more than I already have been. Malaka. But yeah, no. Just don't take nothing. Like, don't even pick up a pebble in the consecrated tombs, because I don't know how far it goes in that particular regard. So better play it safe. Oh, hopefully breathing the air is not a problem.
I was just about to say, do you think breathing the air counts as taking the air? There's a lot of loopholes here.
I don't know. I hope not.
Just
I
like
mean-
Goldie first. See what happens.
I'll just give him a stare of evil.
We could send in Moss, but he probably doesn't need to breathe, right?
Nah, sir.
We could send in Minos. I'm just kidding.
Still don't trust him yet. Send him Minos.
Where's Simon? We could send in Simon.
I was going to say, wait, are we transferring all the non-love from Simon to Minos?
Alright, well, let's try and get out of here, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
We should just keep the whole like follow left thing, and oh wait, no, that got us here, and there's nowhere else to go.
So
We
Uh,
know-
we-
I think we know the way out.
Yeah, why didn't...
As you guys follow the path out over the next 10 minutes, slowly walking
Wow.
out, and you know the bones cracking underneath your feet until you finally get out of that area, and you can just imagine that over the time that this Minotaur spent within the Byzantine maze, how many others must have come here in search for a potential treasure or whatnot, or maybe we're just in the mountain range and we're preyed upon by him, brought back here and devoured. All right. However, you guys ultimately are able to get out and make your way back into the necropolis itself. The massive pyramid that is Balmetria's tomb rises ahead of you.
Are we
And-
supposed to be able to see anything right now?
Yeah, it said I don't have a token with vision.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
You blinded us, David. We're all blind.
By the light.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, cool.
Is it a pyramid?
Mhm.
I don't think I picked up on that last time you talked about it.
Yeah,
Let me
was a
reread
pyramid.
you. Let me reread you the description then, because I mean, somebody tuning in for the first time might have to hear about it too. This massive tomb dwarfs all the others in the necropolis. The pristine white marble mausoleum is supported by immense serpentine pillars. As you draw closer, you realize that these pillars are actually statues that have been carved into the shapes of dragons.
Yeah, I feel better about Dragon Pyramid.
All
Are
right.
these steps as I approach?
You could certainly scale those, but there are steps over here on the south side. There seems to be an actual staircase that goes in. Generally speaking, this tomb seems to be about 80-90 feet square at the base, and then rises to a marbled top. You see cracks and some wear and tear all across the thing as you guys ultimately approach it. You guys descend deeper. Unlike most of the art and, most of the other art on the necropolis, the mosaics that line the walls and ceilings here are pristine, almost new in appearance. The panel closest to the entrance depicts 5 majestic dragons, 1 silver and 4 bronze, soaring through the heavens. A formidable human warrior is mounted on each one of those dragons. As you keep walking, the next mosaic is dominated by the verdant coast of Thylea. While the bronze dragons remain aloft, the silver dragon is shown making landfall on this new continent. Her rider greets a haggard-looking group of humans on the shore. Subsequent mosaics show human civilization on the continent blossoming from tiny little hovel-like towns to the great walled cities under the leadership of the Dragonlords. You walk in, and in the center, kind of in a depressed area within the middle part of the foundation of the pyramid, you see a huge marble block that rests there. This must be where the body of Balmitria is interred. You guys walk about and kind of see all of the beautiful mosaics around. You see the sloped walls seem to have more depictions. All 4 of them have a depiction of a coiled bronze dragon with a formidable rider in the back. And you see the very center seems to be kind of squared off. And there seems to be just like, almost like a silvery surface, seemingly kind of spanning out. And now that you focus on it, there seems to be almost like a negative that's formed in between all of the bronze dragons on the 4 walls that extend out. And you can see that the silver dragon seems to be almost encompass all of them, formed in those in-between spots.
I don't have it in my inventory, but I know I'd had that bag of gold from the Minotaur that we killed. I want to take a piece out and offer it to in a prayer to Balmitria.
What does the prayer entail? That sounds great.
The bristle will just go up and place the coin on top of I guess how high is this marble thing? Is it like 20 feet high? Is
It's
it like
huge. Yeah, it's like 20-25 feet.
Oh, I guess I'll place it on the base since I won't be able to reach the top, and then I'll just say she'll put her hand on it and be like, may you rest in peace, and then just think about dragons for a little bit, and then go back to the group, or after she's done.
What did the rest of you guys do? It's still like a little bit of a bottle episode for y'all.
Kind of stand there going, while Briss is doing that, like, huh?
These steps, they go down underneath the pyramid?
They rise up into the middle part, and there seems to be the actual mausoleum is in the central part of the pyramid.
The dragon pillars hold up like the top part? Okay, that's awesome. Kick out one of the pillars.
The true trap.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're right about the consecrated thing. Doesn't look like if the undead had been rambling through those halls, they wouldn't have been as pristine.
No, and it doesn't smell like I'm in here either.
It does look pretty nice. It does look pretty nice.
I mean, this goop on my feet still smells like them a little bit, but tried to scrape as much off as I could outside. Also,
And-
remind me when we get back to civilization to buy sandals. I know most halflings don't wear shoes, but after walking through that stuff barefoot, I'm done.
Can't you just, like, magic it away?
Oh, I forgot. You're right. That's better. Thank you.
Doesn't get rid of the slimy feeling though.
Yeah, I still feel dirty,
It's like a film.
Hmm.
but yeah, I'm still gonna buy sandals. Yeah.
So we're in the center of this pyramid. We can see out in all directions, like outside of like the edges of the pyramid, or is there like some internal?
Yeah, there's internal walling that actually seems to help support the center part. You think that the pillars by themselves would probably be not enough to support the pressure of the top part of the pyramid. But you can look out the fronts, which seems to be directed back towards the entry path, or at least the bridge that you guys had to use to get into this area.
So we can see the entrance bridge from here.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see any doors or paths to move deeper into the tomb?
You look about, and you guys spend some time, like the next 10-20 minutes, to thoroughly look through everything. There's no, there's no apparent way that you might be able to push a stone or something like that aside and reveal another entry path. It seems that this central mausoleum chamber is indeed the entire interment place for Ilmatria. There is, of course, the massive marble stone slab in the center of this.
Do you,
Good.
Yanni,
think
you
she's
see
in
a
here?
twinkling in Brodus' eye.
I like marble. Always
Mhm.
liked granite countertops.
Slap the top.
Yeah.
This could fit so many one dragons in it.
I mean, we're already inside the tomb. I'm gonna approach the marble slab. Is it a full wall? Does it go floor to ceiling?
It seems to be one solid piece of marble that is just kind of like sitting there, yeah.
It goes floor to ceiling, or is there like a
Oh, no.
top?
It's like 20 feet-ish tall, but the ceiling itself does go another 20 past that.
Okay, so it's
That-
like a giant cube or giant like
Mhm.
prism in the middle of it. Okay,
It's like a,
giant
yeah, it's more rectangular. but
dragon-sized
yes.
square?
interesting.
That's what I was praying at.
You kind of finish your prayer, Brissa, as Brodus kind of steps up next to it and slaps it. a couple
No,
times.
no,
I'm just kidding.
no.
I
I
stab
wouldn't.
Brodus.
Yeah, I
No.
definitely wouldn't touch it. I'm too superstitious.
I kind of want to touch it.
Oh.
All right,
I
as you
mean-
give
I mean, I
Brodus
already
a dirty
touched it.
look, Lyra, you step up and you kind of touch the marble. It feels perfectly cool, and there's a sense of serenity within this place, certainly.
Doesn't feel very tomby.
It's kind of nice here.
It is nice and roomy.
Yeah.
We'll say that Casaria during this kind of steps up and goes, "So, are we not going to talk about, Minos kind of being a Minotaur killer?
Got him.
Yeah, that's a perfect Justin.
Ooh. Oh, Justin, are you here?
I hope so.
I mean, is it weird because he's a minotaur now?
Well, was he always?
I think he was a Minotaur then.
Well, what is it, Minos?
What do you remember?
Who are you?
What is the purpose of life? You don't have to answer that last one.
Is Minos just Simon backwards?
It's
There's,
not backwards.
There's a lot of holes in my memory. Some of this does seem familiar or right, but I also feel very disconnected from it. I can't guarantee, from my perspective, that I am what they said I am. Yet there seems to be a lot of evidence that would promote that fact. It is something that I will have to examine and come to terms with over time. Hopefully, more memory will return.
Do you have a family?
Not that I remember.
Do you know how or why you lost your memory?
All I can tell you is that, other than this outing with you, I bit at the Rock of Estor, a little bit of traipsing across the countryside, 95% of my memories are just Versi and Haze.
Who's Hayes?
The Fluffer.
Like
Okay,
a little bunny
so-
rabbit, or what? What are we talking about?
Fade to black, fade to black, fade to black, fade to black. So we still got some time. If you guys want to go to a couple tombs.
I think we're all pretty injured before
Grand-
you know.
Kasari and I are in pretty good shape. I don't know about the rest of you.
So you guys are gonna tank the next thing that comes out of the tomb?
Do we
You
want to
turn
just
into a bear again?
I think she can.
one more
But
time?
I'm pretty
again?
sure.
Hmm.
Pretty sure she's out of spell slots.
Yeah. I mean, surely we don't want to just sit in this tomb for
I know I don't.
how many hours it might be. That is an unspecified number until we can go to sleep.
You could sleep.
I don't remember when we went to sleep last.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we just have to wait till like 9 or so.
Let's go to a tomb. Yanni, you want to go
Yeah.
to a tomb?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go exploring. Grand tour of the necropolis, leaving now.
Let's split the party and go to a tomb.
Yes.
I can't let them go alone.
Can we take a short rest first at least?
I'm okay with that.
I suppose if you want to catch your breath or something.
I think this is still a really bad idea, but it's a really really bad idea.
Marissa,
Look,
look into my
it's
eyes.
this simple.
Marissa.
I'm not even a little bit tired yet, and you don't want me sitting around bored for hours because I'll get into trouble. That's just how it goes.
If two people go down, I can only bring one person back.
Well, if
Okay.
Yanni goes down, I'll jump over him and protect him with my own body.
No, don't do that.
Yeah,
I go
it didn't
down.
work last time either, so
If I go down, bring me back.
if Rodus goes down, I'll leave.
I'll choose you, Rodus. Don't you worry.
Yeah, we all know that's not how it's gonna play out. Brissa's gonna go down first, and then nobody's getting back up.
That's probably true too.
Marissa will immediately go down twice, and
I'm
then
not-
we'll
I'm
have
not-
to kill.
I can't speak for Lyra, but I wasn't planning on really digging around in things and inviting trouble. I just wanted to go kind of scope the place out, see what's out there.
We already did that though.
No, but I
mean,
mean go in and look around, but not open the tombs and the sarcophagi and whatnot.
Last time we even just walked into a place, a big nasty guy jumped out at us.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
once we go in, it's probably going to be a fight. It's not going to be just like, oh, let me stick my head in and hey, how's it going?
If I get a nat
Lyra,
20 and it's a decapitation, it isn't really a fight.
Lyra will just look at the still open wound in her stomach from the last time we just walked into a tomb.
You guys did notice how I moved away before you opened it. Like, not everybody needs to stand there when it gets opened.
Let's
Like,
give
even if
Jason
we
a
wait until
rest.
tomorrow and everybody has a chance to, like, recuperate really well and whatnot. Because somehow in this world we all, like, recuperate with just a good 8 hours of sleep. But
Hey,
the
sleep is
you
the
know,
body's natural healing process.
I suppose.
Don't you ever forget that.
But, I mean, even if we're walking in there, as full strength as we can be, we don't need to all just, like, stand around, put ourselves right where bad things happen.
All right, you
Let-
open the next tune, Yanni.
Oh, we'll see.
I
Let's
am
give
okay
Brissa
with
a
a
rest.
short rest, though, yeah. If we want to take a nap, just a quick power nap.
You guys go ahead. Yeah, I could use a little bit of downtime. I don't think I'm gonna nap, but I can keep watch, I guess.
Going for
What
a
are you guys?
short rest.
Alrighty. Go ahead and get your short rest in.
Amazing.
I'm gonna use
Oh,
my arcane
God.
recovery.
I'm gonna have to roll so much stuff.
Not that much stuff. Your max hit die is still reduced.
I'm not rolling hit die. I mean everything else that rolls when I take a short.
Mind you, your one thing technically isn't effect yet until you take that long rest.
Yeah, I know, but I still have to figure out if I can fly because that's technically a short rest.
How do you feel about the gaping wound in your stomach?
Yeah, that's true. I'll just go ahead and stick with.
No.
I can't fly
I'm
right
saying
now.
maybe it's just like euphoric because the pain is just starting to like numb
I'm
your
just going
brain.
into shock. That's true. Let's see if the shock has given me wings. Nope, still can't fly.
Oh man, at least it's thematic.
It's too bad Minos isn't a redhead, because Red Bull gives you wings. Free product placement.
Sponsor us.
Versi would not be too happy about that.
Why? Because gingers don't have souls?
No, because she doesn't want him giving anyone wings.
Uh,
I will. Take a
alrighty.
minute after we're done napping to actually give gift of alacrity to someone. And honestly, I think it's gonna be me this time. Sorry, Rotis.
Hey.
R.I.P.
Hey, sometimes you gotta watch out for yourself first, right?
I
Never.
just I was rolling pretty terrible initiatives earlier, so hey David,
Hi.
how does temp HP work with reduced HP? Does it matter? Do I still get it?
You do still get it, yes.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Maybe that'll keep me kind of alive a little longer. We'll see.
Mostly
you
dead
doing-
is still slightly alive.
All right, well, I'm ready to go. Who's ready to go?
I was ready to go an hour ago.
All right.
Brissa, how you feeling?
Hesitant, but we got. I guess we want to go, so let us go. Which tube do we want to go to? And then I guess I know which all the ones are consecrated and not consecrated.
What's the
I hope you guys took
closest-
notes.
I did. What's the closest one to us?
Okay, I didn't take notes on that one.
I marked them all with chalk,
Right.
but
And I hope that you guys also mark that in your notes that you definitely have available.
I
Don't
did,
worry,
I did.
take
Good.
notes.
Cosmo is not consecrated. Mitro is not consecrated. Lysis is not consecrated. I don't know why I say consecrated, but or concentrated, but yes.
They're
I
all
took
not
plenty of
concentrated. They're
notes.
not made from concentrate. And for taking good notes, Britta gets a DM inspiration point.
Oh, good. Thank you. I'm gonna need it to survive whatever we're about to, happen. All right. So I don't. Do I remember which one is the closest that's not consecrated?
Walk up to one. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, let's just walk to the closest one. What's the closest one?
Sander. In Belmetria?
Yes.
I like how that was also David being like, this is a new world, but those chalk marks are gone. I don't know what to tell you.
There's 2 up on that ledge, so we can go over there and see what those 2 are.
It was windy while we were sleeping. All the chalk is gone now.
Yeah. Damon just went through. It was like, nope. I'm going to mention him so many times tonight.
Alright, follow me.
Every time you say the character's name, I go, huh?
Yep.
Huh? Even when I'm like fully focused on what you're saying, I'm still like, wait, what? Oh, right. It's even worse if I'm a little distracted and I'm only like 80% tuned in, because then I'm like, wait, did he? No, I didn't miss anything. Okay.
Fun fact, I was going to change the name because that is what it's written in the adventure. I was this close to changing it, even just a little bit. Then I was like, but it's going to be too fun to keep saying Damon. And then every single time I'm like,
Yep, nope.
Damon is so weird in a Greek setting.
It is. I don't believe it's of Greek origin, but...
Maybe it's Damon.
Demon?
Actually, I think the original was Daimo. They were those who made labels.
Wow.
Isn't there actually like Damon though? Like Demon Damon? Like Daemon?
That's literally just the British spelling of demon. Like they pronounce it demon. But
that's stupid.
Yeah.
I've always called it Damon.
So is everybody else that's not British. But yeah, like that's how it's spelled in all the Warhammer stuff because Warhammer's British.
It is a classical Greek name, a derivative of Daemon, to kill.
Really?
Whoa!
I just learned something new about my own name.
Damon's a murderer.
He probably has the highest kill count on all of my campaigns. Sorry, during a short rest, could you have one?
Divvied out that money that was in that big bag, and whatever else was in there.
Oh yeah, I've got notes for that stuff, so we can definitely get to that when you guys because then you have to loot the corpse that is left behind by the thing you guys are about to fight, and just gets
we're all just bound together here anyway on this quest, so coins are heavy. One of you big strong people carry out of coins. It's kind of my thought.
Not it.
If you insist.
I guess I could keep on carrying it. All right, so these 2 tombs. This one is. And I'll just.
This one right there. Let me look it up. It's in a book. Reading. Lysis.
Oh, this one is not concentrated. Yep.
Yeah.
Concentrated?
Consecrated. Yeah. It's a
Welch's consecrated grape juice.
Yep.
Yeah, I think concentrated grape juice is part of the problem for Alex there.
Shade. Alrighty.
It was a rough day.
Yeah. You deserve it. You treat yourself, Queen. Lysis Archelander. As you walk up to it, you see that the walls.
Do we want to go with Lysis first? Because he was like crazy.
We said we would go in this. Let's go. We're committing.
This was your idea.
Yep, we're committing.
No fear.
Yep.
Right.
We're going in.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go.
Let's do it. For some reason, I'm still down here with Casaria.
First tomb is the crazy tomb, but whatever.
At this point, as a reminder, so this is going to be theater of the mind as you guys potentially get assaulted and murdered and disemboweled. Anyway, as you walk in, the walls of this tomb display the brutal behavior of a king with a glint of madness in his eye. The main panel shows his downfall at the hands of the god Pitor. At the center of the tomb is a black marble sarcophagus carved in the image of the Mad King. Now, you, Rotus, would certainly know a couple things here. First, you would know that your father was the one who deposed the Mad King. He could no longer stand idly by as Pitor was starting to sacrifice humans, just individuals, not just humans,
Not
left
other way
and
around.
right.
Sorry.
Other way around.
Yeah, Pitor was killing people, all right?
I was like,
The Mad King was just
"Wait, what did he do? Dad?"
We just learned a whole lot of backstory.
It's like concentrated grape juice. The Mad King went pretty crazy, and there is a reason why that's a trope that even George R.R. Martin ended up picking up on. Pitor was the one who broke that wheel, and after that, declared himself king of Astoria.
So he was the king of Astoria, this Archelander,
The last Archelander to rule over Astoria, indeed.
before Peter took over. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He was let me double check on that one. I think, yeah, he was the great grandson of Archelander, Astor Archelander, the OG.
Bristol will just go over and push open the lid.
And as you push over the lid, there's a grinding noise. You look down and you do indeed see the remains of an ancient, at this point, all the flesh has wasted away, just skeleton. With skeletal hands kind of put over it, you see there's a bronze breastplate and shield inscribed with platinum runes. You wait for something else to happen, but it doesn't.
Alright, this one is not cursed. Like, everyone just letting you know, So this one seems fine. I guess, maybe. Yanni, do you want to do a little detect magic on the things before I pick them up? I feel like I'm gonna pick it up and I'm just gonna turn to ash or something.
I can do that. It's going to take about 10 minutes.
I wonder if his power went out.
Pretty sure his power went out.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. He put something in Discord. He had a power flicker. Everything came right back up, but router restart and all that.
Yep.
So yeah, I can ritual cast detect magic.
All right.
10 minutes it is before we lift up this item.
All right. During that 10 minutes, whisper quiet, you hear the rustling of rocks and dust outside. And as you guys kind of get ready for what is about to come around the corner, there is the eviscerated face and body behind the golden mask of Damon the Lich once more. His hands just kind of clasp before him, the thumbs kind of in a point together. He regally floats into the entryway and doesn't approach too close to you guys. Considers what you're doing there as Yanni, you're just like, kind of looking at him in the middle of your ritual cast as he goes, "So, you have come to plunder."
We were told, good sir, to claim the the ornaments of the first Dragonlords. So we're just trying to do that to help us on our quest.
Lysis at no point was considered true.
Do you want us to leave it then? We can totally leave it.
I'm gonna keep chanting my spell, but yeah, I'm gonna nod vigorously.
The cold dead eyes just consider you. I protect
I have a question.
the ones that I hold dear. His eyes kind of sit on you, Minos. Yes.
If he was not a true Dragonlord, and why is he interred here?
Because he is still the great grandson of Vestor.
Did he have dragons?
He did. He sacrificed it.
Close enough.
So as long as we don't touch the ones that you care about, then we're fine.
If you touch the ones that I don't care about, I will know what you are made of. Choice. It's yours. He kind of just looks around the chamber at each one of you guys. Reputations are forged through actions. As he just floats away, leaves you guys to it.
We've already collect. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Minos will nudge Brissa and say, I imagine what he's saying is, if you intend to someday be interred with the Dragonlords, and in the future would not like to have your remains messed with, that's a decision that you're making right now.
I guess that's true. We should probably put the the other stuff that we got back too. Then, if that's fair, because we did get that other stuff.
The stuff was given to us.
No, from Telebox Tomb. We got a breastplate and a shield. They're broken, but from that creature that rose up and totally messed with Lyra.
Well,
Guys, I super zoned out. What happened?
You see Lara just kind of go, and then yeah, almost like she came back online.
Damon came in and slapped our hands and was like, "That's not good. If you want to be good people, don't loot tombs."
He was a little more subtle than that, but that's the gist.
He didn't say he didn't say he was gonna kill us all with a fireball, but it was like he would be ashamed of us if we did do what we were planning on doing.
I think he was saying this is the line. The other was an evil, right? We cleared the evil.
What do you mean?
I
with
think we
clear
should.
evil?
He's talking
The
about
white.
Xander's tomb. No, I think he means
Tell him
all the tombs. I think we should just leave all the tombs alone then.
Well, we can
Probably.
still pay our respects to the requested.
Yes, we can do that.
I do think we should, seriously pay respects to Aesop's husband and son.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Let's say Kasaria kind of pipes up and says, "But I mean, we could take a little bit. We fought this one, right? We bled for it. I mean, look at Kasaria. Look at her. It's worth it."
Hey, he didn't come in here and or come in there and stop us when we were in that other tomb, that Telemok tomb. So he must not have cared about that one so much. It's kind of my thought.
It's not that he didn't care. It's one was destined for us, and this one's just grave robbing.
mean-
We'll put the lid back.
There's a little crack on the edge now. You pull it on, you're like, oh. And you kind of go over and put it on there. A little bit. Looks the same, right? Just as the magic spell goes off, and you just see there is absolutely no magical aura on either of the items anyway.
All right, I guess we go pay our respect, and then we can call it a day after that, and then head out. Or we can head
Hey.
out now and head out to the outskirts and sleep outside of the necropolis.
Yeah, I mean that sounds good to me too.
It's probably
Make a mad dash across that bridge.
yeah, it's probably the safer bet, but we should go pay our respects first.
Yeah.
All right. You guys walk towards, or through this kind of deadened graveyard that is the necropolis. You do see floating up in the air is Damon, who just considers you guys as you walk by. His eyes meeting all of yours. And as he looks upon you, Minos, he just gives a small nod. You walk towards Adonis's tomb. And once more you read, Adonis Nerdagon, oath sworn of Pitor, most beautiful of Dragonlords, if but his sword worked as beautifully as he did. You see here a beautiful sarcophagus hewn from bright white marble that stands in the center of the dome. The lid is carved with the likeness of a handsome warrior wearing a suit of armor that is more ornamental than practical. Although the carvings that line the walls ostensibly depict the great battles of the First War, there's a clear emphasis on the beauty of the dragon rider rather than his prowess in combat.
And this is his son, right?
Adonis? That's
Adonis is his husband.
I'll place a coin in front of the sarcophagus as well and be like, "May you rest in peace." And then I'll head out.
anything else that the rest of you guys do.
Was Adonis during the same era as Xander?
Mm-hmm.
Does looking at the imagery and the shiny armor stir up anything for Minos?
Nothing. Right. You guys all just wait for Brissa to do her do, and Minos just stares very intently at all of the pictures he can. He's just like, It's like, that's a pretty guy. You could have seen yourself dating him at one point or another. And as you guys leave this one, you walk towards the son's tomb, which you once more realize was plundered, had been gone through. Lays empty.
I guess Brissa will try and pick up anything that like looks broken or anything like that, or like just overall pick up.
As your hand is kind of hovering and just like inches away from touching something, you hear the voice again, and this time he seemed to just appear inside of the like a darkened corner, him being Damon, of the tomb, and kind of floats forward, and he goes, "I would not do that if I were you."
Oh, we were just asked to, like look after the tomb, by, his parents, or parent, I guess. Aesop. He asked us to, check on the tomb, and so I was just trying to tidy it up, but I guess I won't touch it.
Tell Aesop that the one who did this will soon die. Make sure of it. The place has a curse upon it now. Don't touch anything in here. I will restore it one day. But for now, I want this to stand as a monument to the foolishness of theft.
Okay, understandable. I'll take out another coin and place it in front of the sarcophagus again.
Yep.
Is the sarcophagus open?
Yeah. The lid was pushed to the side, is crumpled there.
I still have my original dagger in addition to the mithril one. I'm gonna, like, you should still have something. And I just leave my old dagger for him, like kind of as a tribute.
Damon kind of watches you, and you set down the dagger upon the sarcophagus edge and walk away as he just nods towards you. He just watches you guys as you awkwardly kind of look back for a while and then just kind of nod. Mina's kind of running around looking at anything within the tomb's walls and is not getting triggered as much as he
I'm
tries.
smelling the paint now.
Just be careful if you get the urge to lick anything. It didn't work out so well for Alex in one of the other games. But
I think it worked out perfectly. I got awesome Shardolin powers, so
Oh, don't worry. Ephraim and Alex are the exact same in the same game, so no spoilers. Alrighty. As you guys leave that tomb and look across the necropolis stretching in front of you guys, that dark abyss leading down with the 3 bridges spanning across, one last look back over your shoulder at it. In Xander's tomb and in your possession, holding all the different things that you guys got.
I would totally return Telemach's breastplate and shield as well, because I don't think it's right anymore after Damon scolded us. So
Yeah,
Alright.
Damon.
yeah, Damon.
hey, it works when Alex says it too. Look at that.
Alrighty. As you walk back in there, you see the thing still cast to the side, the dead body next to it. You just kind of awkwardly look as you put the breastplate back in. You put the shield back
I'll
on
put the
top.
body back in as well, and then put the lid back over. Pat it gently. And I'll put another coin down and be like, "I'm sorry," and then I'll leave.
As you guys leave the tomb once more, Damon floating at the entrance, maybe a couple inches above the ground. The bottom of his robes are kind of like floating about, almost like there's some kind of a weird Marilyn Monroe, very low-key fan kind of flying about. And as you guys get closer, Damon just nods towards you, Brissa. As he seems to just reach into the empty air out of nothing, you see there's suddenly like this little flash and what looks like a bracer of some sort that he has upon his left arm. You see all of these beautifully carved oblong pieces of amber that sit like so many different tiers that are just sprawled across the thing. As he just considers it, seems to take a second and then picks one, and as he seems to pluck it away, he suddenly reaches through the amber and pulls something out, and as he does, it suddenly turns into a long wooden crate with these ropen handles as he sets it down next to you.
That was cool.
Can you do that, Yanni?
Not yet. Can you teach me how to do that? How to pull things out of my arm?
I believe we used to call this prestidigitation.
Oh, that must have meant something different in your time. Because it can't do that for me now. At least not the way I learned it.
Keep nomads safe. He is
Yeah.
a good teacher.
He has been so far, for sure.
Maybe he can develop that trick with you. I learned to do this long after I get rid of him, but
Why'd you
maybe
get
he
rid
can
of
figure
him?
it out.
He seems really useful. Did you just outgrow him?
Let's go with that.
Okay. I'm tiny, so I probably won't outgrow him.
I am proud of you.
Really?
You are give me hope. The Dragonlords are not completely dead. That the Order come back. The honor that they once represented. This, as he kind of jingles, and it's kind of like this rectangular shape, definitely longer than it is tall. thing, and as he kind of jingles it a little bit, you hear metal kind of cling, 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 clinging inside of it as he sets this down. I believe this will aid you in your endeavor as much as whatever you would have taken from there would have.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much. I guess it's a wooden crate, so I won't try and open it now.
Be well on your travels. And if you do see Sidon, Nuteria, and you see that there's just kind of like an anger that rises in him, the green eyes spark a little bit more. Send them to death for me. Finish.
Yeah, right
what
after
we could not
I might let you take credit for Sidon, but Theria's all mine.
Credit will be all yours. I just want them dead.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
I think you have done that since you arrived.
Can I ask you one more?
You just
Allow
did.
it.
Do you know what the deal is with Minos and not having any memories, but apparently having been involved with Xander somehow?
Minos was one of the many who joined us. You see, the people arrived on the shores to meet the Fae. For a time, the people were hunted, downtrodden, used as playthings. But long before then, the Fae were nothing but playthings for the Titans. Sidon and Nuteria, amongst the most formidable. Minos. He's just one of the many heroes who went against his people's costumes, who saw a world where Fae and people could coexist. And for that, he was declared traitor. For that, he was cursed by his own people. But remember, Minos, the only thing that can give power to curses in our world are the gods and the Titans. Slay them. Their curse will hold no more power over you.
So is the curse what affects his memory? Or is it something else?
I would wager a theory to that effect.
Yeah, makes sense. What good is a hero without a reason to fight?
Well, you could ask Astor that question. Sometimes fighting is the reason. Slaying, winning, shedding blood. Some revel in it. Do you?
Me? No. Can't speak for him.
I know I'm damn good at it.
And he kind of just nods sagely.
I can keep him in line. Like I don't we don't want to like kill anyone. Besides the Therian and Sidon. They deserve it. But like normal people and everything. We just we want peace and order. Yeah, we just want like this to be over. Like the sacrifices and everything like that. Like that doesn't help anyone.
I see. Best of
Speak
luck.
for yourself. I'm out for Titan blood.
I said we would
Yeah.
kill Tidon or Thylea.
And anyone who stands with him.
Sometimes they just might be confused. We don't have to necessarily have to. You know, it depends on the situation.
I mean, at the very least, Gaius is going down.
Oh yeah, we can
Yeah.
get rid of him.
Oh,
That's fine.
yeah.
100%. Yeah. He's slimy anyways. You know, it's like.
I mean, it's not even. He killed Kira.
He did.
Yep. Totally Gaius.
Also, I think Lyra is just trying to pull the crate across the floor.
Damon kind of just looks at you with a little lich grin and like a little bit of an upraised eyebrow underneath the golden mask. And you see just like a little bit of a head shake. And then he just kind of starts floating away.
I pop my mage hand and try to lift the crate with it. Box. Not sure how big the box is.
Much too heavy for that.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
a big
so
box.
heavy. It's a heavy box, Rufus.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
I feel like we should open the box after we get across the bridge. Rotus, do you want to help me with the box so then we can make our way across speedily?
Was my detect magic still up at some point when the box was produced, or had it faded by then?
I mean, he irradiated like a goddamn sun. But the box itself
Well,
is
I'm-
non-magical.
I was gonna say I'm trying to figure out if the box is, or even if I can. Well, I guess I couldn't tell if there was something in it, because line of
Completely covered.
Because it's a box.
yeah. I think whatever's of value is in the box, because the box ain't magic.
I mean, it is a very nice box, right? I mean, you know, we could probably sell the
Whereas-
box for like
I
five
mean,
gold.
Yeah, or I mean, hell, I could turn it into a little bit of a bed or something.
I think we should proceed with haste and silence back across the bridge.
Clink, 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 clink.
Probably fair.
Yeah.
All right. You guys cut across the bridge as silently as you can with what sounds like metal. It's like large chunks of metal inside of this box.
I'm
And
not
as you
taking
guys-
the box with me. Yeah.
Jogging across and then ultimately get back to it, onto the path of the dead, and kind of get some distance between yourselves and, of course, the place that you guys just came from. After a couple hours, you guys just kind of look at each other and there's that unspoken, like, we good? We good. As you guys plop it down. And then suddenly, all of these Apex-like colors just start appearing as this loot box. Boo, 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 boo. I'm just kidding. But as you guys look at yeah. Right? That always has to have like a little bit of a build-up and then an explosion at the end. But as you pry open the box with a perfectly usable crowbar for such things, you have advantage on that, Minos. Go to make me an athletics check with advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
First roll. Let's go.
And this is the box that Damon just sort of produced, right? He
Mhm.
sort of created it out of thin air and dropped it on the ground. Interesting.
Works when Brian does it too. My point is, it doesn't matter who says my name. I go, huh?
Oh.
Yeah. No. Brian can totally just summon forth boxes too.
All right, that was a 20 and 23.
Yeah. I just looked at it and was like, what? But as you just destroy it and the box just the lid just goes flying away. You just have to catch it.
That was
And there's just-
unnecessary.
And there's just like bulging muscle as you kind of just put it back down, just containing
Wow.
yourself, Minos. But
Whoa.
as you as you look down, you find the decapitated. I'm just kidding. You look down and there's just a bunch of adamantine ingots, neatly row upon row upon row. About 1,000 golds worth, you would guess.
I wonder the mage hand couldn't pick that up.
Do we think that, you know, like maybe like they can make us some armor out of this once we get back to the forge?
I don't know. I was kind of hoping for like a nice bracelet. Just something
Like-
decorative.
you know,
I'm showing my grandfather
anything
levels for
not
this.
heavy.
I got you, Brisa. I got you.
I was thinking like plate armor, just like all around coverage.
We could make so many necklaces with this.
Is
Maybe
it,
some like hair clips, earrings.
is it the gold value of adamantine, or is it the weight?
The gold value of adamantine. You have 1 ton of adamantine.
It's a good thing Odyssey is a demigod.
Well, no. Yeah, that my question was kind of that. I didn't expect it to be half a ton, but
We could make toe rings and regular ring.
I'll slap Lyra's hand. No.
Those
Think of
cool,
how many
like,
nose studs we can
Ooh,
make.
We could do a septum ring.
oh my god, we could all get friendship septum rings.
I don't
Wait.
know.
Does Minos already have a
Minos
septum
sniffs
ring?
out through his nose and is like, "Nah, I'm good."
Oh,
My nose is kind of itchy most of the time anyway. I think if I had something permanently stuck through there, it would just get worse.
suddenly
could make
everybody became more conscious of
tiaras.
their noses.
Yeah.
We could. I don't know. What else can you make that's not plate armor?
You can make plate armor. Just saying. I've heard that it's good.
You know, you're not wrong, but I bet he could make a lot more suits of ringmail out of it.
But that doesn't help us as nearly as much.
But then we could like
Maybe
outfit a
some-
small army.
Some nice adamantine glaives.
Can you stud leather with adamantine?
Yeah? Don't know why not.
I'll just
Ooh,
start
sandal
scooping up-
buckles.
I'll just start scooping up the bricks into my bag. I
Why
don't
don't
know.
we just keep it in the crate?
I mean, I guess we could carry the crate. You know, I thought it'd be easier to just put it in the bag, but
How are they
I
going
don't-
to
I also
stack in
don't-
the bag?
I also don't know how much this weighs. So
What a bit. I'll just say, off the top of my head.
I mean, if we keep it in the box in the case with the rope handles, you guys like you and Rodus can just like each take one side and kind of split the load.
I guess that's fair. We'll keep it in the box then.
And I'll sit on top of the box.
I'll run over and get the lid. And
Oh, I found it. Oh. There's a crowbar in your hand too for no reason.
never leave home without it. There was once a free man who told me it was a good idea to always travel with a crowbar.
We bringing this to Vulcan then?
I guess 2 Vulcan and then 2 Mitros to go to those games. Is the plan?
Oh yeah.
Are you guys gonna swing
I'd
by
really
Astoria?
Like to sleep somewhere in there.
I think we were gonna swing by the forge.
I mean, the story is
If it
more or
makes-
less on the way, right?
If it's on the way, we
Mhm.
probably would. If not, then we wouldn't.
You guys would have to
Yeah,
go
we
through
wanna get to
through
Mitros.
Astoria's north gate in order to get to the mine
Get to the
and
mount.
then back to Mitros.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we'll swing by Astoria too.
Yeah.
Alrighty, is the plan to sleep in this mountain range here? Or are you guys going to head towards Astoria first? It is
Well,
it's
it's
a little
already-
trek.
It's a little
Yeah.
like 9
I
p.m.
was just
so
saying,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, that little night and day timer thing is on Foundry now, by the way, David. The little that you were talking about last week, the
We were
little
talking about
stun
it last week,
tracker.
but we couldn't see it.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it is on there now.
Alrighty, with Ephraim taking a bathroom break and Rodus needing just a little bit of methamphetamine and caffeine in the same drink, we'll take
Jesus.
we'll take we'll take a quick 15-minute break here. We'll see you guys very shortly.
I think mine is just a fucked up scalp from all the shit I've done to my hair.
Wait.
Yeah.
Huh.
Don't bleach your hair every month if you want to keep your hair for an extended period of time. Yeah, because it's already like late evening. I'm gonna hide in the box with all the adamantine.
Our mounts are still okay, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot we had horses. We were literally only here for a day, technically, weren't we?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. A lot happened. It was like just an afternoon jog. Ugh.
How does it work with only 2? How do you get 8 hours of sleep if you're awake for 4 hours? All right. I mean,
Kasari and Minos.
Yeah, right.
I think Minos is actually a bad choice for this one because he's exhausted.
Oh yeah,
I'll take a turn. Here, I'll roll right now.
but definitely Kasaria.
Ooh,
I got a
+5.
15.
Wow. Oh.
Wisdom is all of our dump stats, by the way, except you two. So.
Yeah, Brian, it's a +5 with a -1 from my actual wisdom score because I put one of my rogue expertises into it to make up for that.
Nice.
Mine is just a flat 0. My dump stat is strength.
Mine's +10.
How dare you, Minos?
All right,
Goodness.
let me see.
Rage is back.
Sleeping.
Let me evaluate my spells.
As soon as I wake up, I want to look at the wound on my stomach. Come on. Sleep is the body's natural healing process. Open my eyes, I'm just feeling around. Thank God.
Can
I
you
like-
fly?
Yeah, that's the next thing, I guess. I can!
Woo!
I just kind of wipe off the dried blood from my midsection.
Remember your portent stuff.
Yeah, is that a thing now since we slept?
Counterspell!
It's like
Nothing,
blood.
nothing really.
You didn't get anything?
Alright.
Not a single thing?
Yeah, I got another smite slot. There we go.
got 5 more points of healing word. Or healing hand.
Oh, everyone gets +2 to their saves, I guess, if you're sitting near me.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Oh, +2.
What?
NBD.
What?
I did forget about that.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
only the thing that everybody loves paladins for.
Remind me to stay by Brissa all the time. I get a warlock version of the divination wizard portent feat. It's only once. It's only one d20, but I get it every short rest and long rest, so. Okay, let me figure out what that is real quick.
For
Level 6.
I got one thing, and I remember it not. Oh, I got fast movement.
Oh, you already have fast movement. You get Mighty Marksman.
That is awesome, and it
It was
works
like-
with your hammer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It was
That
the
is
cool javelin thing that you did in the
fantastic.
PvE when you threw the javelin and thunderwaved
The
everyone.
one thing that I did.
The
before
one
I got
thing that
taken
you
over.
did. The one thing you did, and you forgot you even had it.
It struck fear into them.
Yeah.
I'll find something.
What did Yanni get? Did we talk about Yanni already?
All wizards get it level 5 because remember level of rogue, so 5th level of wizard
Oh,
is 3rd level spells. So I took counterspell and most minute meteors.
right. Ooh.
And Minos picked up another spell. He's got Zephyr Strike now, which gives him a nice disengage tool that he definitely needs so much. And he also has his second favored foe type at level 6. It was a real tough chalk up between Fey and Undead. I went with Fey ultimately.
Nice. I got another spell that I'll try to never use. Because David doesn't like it. The one from the campaign. The Fate Binding spell, we talked about it last week. Who wasn't here for that? Raise your hand if you weren't in that conversation. So you cast it on 2 creatures that you can see within 30 feet. They both have to make a charisma saving throw. If you're fighting them, they get advantage. If they're charmed by you, they get disadvantage. But if they both fail to save, they're fate bound, and any damage done to one creature is the identical amount of damage is done to the other. Or any healing done to that creature, the identical amount of damage is done to the other, or healing is done to the other, unless it's from like an AoE thing, like Fireball or Mass Cure Wounds. That I'm never going to use is that you could cast it on your Find Familiar, and then cast it on something else, and then just disintegrate your Find Familiar, and it would take the damage from your Find Familiar.
Wild.
But I'm never going to do that.
Would that
I
work?
didn't even think about it. I could just tell my familiar to fail both of the saves if I wanted to. The fail
But-
for the spell and for like a disintegrate.
Wouldn't the creature only take hit point damage up to the maximum of whatever your familiar has?
I mean, it's true. No, we won't. I'm never gonna do it. It just says whenever one of the creatures takes damage, the other creature takes an identical amount of damage. So I don't know how you would want to roll that. They're pretty cool.
So you can cast a bunch of free spells with it, right?
Kind of. Yeah. Mhm.
Please.
Without using a spell slot?
Please. But it depends on how many mistletoes she has. I do have a question, David. This portent roll, do you want me to let you see it? Or, okay.
If it's like the wizard ability, yeah.
Yeah. Or long rest. Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Is it not on here and I just didn't notice? Oh, face foretelling. There it is. I see. Okay. Ow. Okay. There we go.
Oh, yeah. If it's like the wizard one.
Yeah. I can just any attack, save, or check made by a creature you can see. But yeah, before I know, yeah. Gosh, David. Oh,
It's either really good or really bad. I got a 10.
Your voice is breaking up,
okay.
and now it's back.
Just for a second. It was just for a quick second.
You're back. with the light of Thylea. On our way to Astoria. They've had some troubles with centaurs recently. You'll have to forgive them. I think most of us would agree.
I think that sounds nice. We can have some tea. Do you have anything? What are you selling? That might be interesting to see. I don't.
Didn't somebody need a gilded acorn for a spell?
I don't remember.
All I know is Minos ain't stopping for tea.
Time to stop.
Briss is still sitting down for tea. She's looking at the acorns. Oh, they're so pretty. You know, she's not gonna buy them, but
Yeah, I mean, if Minos isn't saying anything.
Yeah, I figure with his newfound ability and his keen sense of smell, it's just kind of like triggering him a little bit to be around this many fae so quickly.
do you have sugar for this tea? It's a little strong. That's it. She'll dump all the sugar into her tea. All the sugar, just all of it. No, she loves it. She's just better. It's
I could have sworn somebody. Maybe that was a different campaign. I could have sworn somebody needed
Sounds familiar.
a gilded acorn. I'm trying to look through Kasaria's spells right now.
I know, that's what I just did.
Hey, how much for one of those acorns? Like 3 solar? 4? Oh,
Will you take an adamantine ingot?
don't. No.
If we had them. I mean, would you be interested?
Hypothetically. I have this cool mushroom. I'll pull out that mushroom that I took from. No, the last people we saw that took these were like, I don't know, it was very sketchy, ritualistic. I have a knife. I'll just pull the small knife out of my bag. Guys, I don't have anything that they want for this acorn.
I don't have anything either. You know, that's. Well, what if we could get you a license in Astoria? We have some connections for the higher ups. Maybe you could offer us some discounts or some free goods. Bristol will shake her hand, and then I'll just turn to Rotus and be like, Rotus, get him into Astoria.
I'm sure that's possible at this point. They seem reasonable enough.
Has it been raining the whole time we've been gone? I mean, I feel like torrential downpours are equally as bad as a drought.
Go and visit my sister before we make our way to...
Want to buy sandals?
Yay.
Oh, hey, speaking of hoot, weren't we supposed to get something like a random roll or something?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh god. Oh no.
I forgot about it last night too, so.
Okay. Wow. I'm nervous.
Looks like Rotus gets to do the
Here we go. 65. It's certainly useful. Even for a princess. We are making our way back to Vulcan. We're delivering him some adamantine that we retrieved from the tombs, as well as some weapons. So we had a fruitful visit. We hope to continue on to the games after our visit with Vulcan. As long as they'll have us. I think so. In Mitros. And I will see him there. We all will. Bow and exit.
Whoa!
100.
Wow!
Oh. Excuse me.
These are Thylea Hype Beast streetwear sandals.
They're those sandals from the Hercules movie. Money!
Nice.
We had art? I can't do math. Wait,
44 total.
yeah, I was like
44.
25 plus 19.
Oh, probably burned rations on that trip, didn't we?
And a ranger.
Those are Yanni's new sandals.
Looks like they provide good traction.
They're called Air Hercs. That movie's so good.
Before we leave town, I'll go down to the gate that we entered through, and I'll try to speak to the guards there or some leader there and describe the group of centaurs that we broke bread with, for lack of a better word, and request that they be allowed entrance into the city.
They were pretty stoned. I don't think so.
I don't think that's their intention at all.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe that means something different in Aresia than it does here. They were inebriated.
How well off does this guy look? I will give him 1 gold piece.
I mean, you did just insult
So ashamed.
the Fey folk in front of one of our companions who is a Fey folk.
Oh, don't worry, I'll slit his throat later.
Aren't 3 of you Fey folk?
I mean, I think technically I am.
I'm sure we all know that all law enforcement has a great sense of humor.
Rodis,
know-
aren't you a general now? Can't you just tell him to let them in?
It's not quite official yet.
Yeah, just do it. Say you're the son of Pito. I bet it will work.
They should know by now. He's the son of Pitor. You should know by now.
Rodis doesn't like swinging that around when he doesn't have to.
I'll swing it for Roadhouse.
Well, then you have to listen to him.
If one of you walks up behind it, excuse me, this is Rodis. That's fine. But yeah, I mean, if Rodis, his first route is the gold because that's what speaks to Rodis, and he feels a little bit ashamed, abashed at his response, so he's not feeling quite regal.
I'll take Goldie out and like put him on Rodis' shoulder and tell Goldie just to roar really as loud as he can.
Perfect.
Get that intimidation check.
The best.
No one was rolling, so I just rolled.
Oh, I thought it was
Oh.
for Brissa too. That's why I didn't
Yeah, me
roll.
Okay,
Well, hopefully it's better than a 13.
let's see. Persuasion. Yoing?
Wow.
Much better, much better. Low is good, right?
You know what? I'm gonna use my important roll to make it that same exact number.
Perfect.
Is it? Was it just him or was it a group? I don't remember. Right.
This one does seem to be of some like level of responsibility, though.
Are we really attracting that much attention, or are they just doing their jobs? Not really looking at it.
Yeah, before we take our leave, I'll say the times they are a changing, mate. Might want to get on board sooner rather than later.
Minos spins and holsters one of his chakram and says, don't worry. You're just a little xenophobic.
Got him.
No, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant.
Speaking of Xena and Air Hercs, the Hercules from the Xena universe is the best incarnation.
Like from the live action Xena,
Yeah.
because
You know that
Wow.
Xena was actually from the Hercules universe, right?
don't get me started. I will go
Nah,
so
Xena
into
became the
this.
main character after a
She
while.
was supposed to be a 3-character main villain, and then she got her own spin-off show because she was so popular, and she had more seasons than Hercules because Kevin is actually a douchebag in real life. So, anyways,
I really want to watch that for inspiration now for like the
the show was
Yeah.
great. The show was great. It has a really shitty ending. It has a really shitty ending because it got canceled the last season, but the show itself was great. But watch Xena instead. He shows up every once in a while. I've watched all 6 seasons of Xena like 3 times over.
Yeah.
I had the 25th anniversary box set. My dad got it for me for Christmas one year.
When Rhodus is general, he is going to root out all of the racism from his ranks. Okay?
That's a good idea. As we're walking away, if they're not paying much attention to him or us, I just want to walk up to him and be like, look, all I'm saying is that a group of faithfolk other than us are going to come up to this gate and you're going to let them in. And I want to cast suggestion on him.
Oh boy.
I believe it. DC 15 is high enough to try it.
I mean, I feel like where's sleight of hand? There it is. Oh, that's not great.
That's not good.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I mean, just that one thing. You don't have to do everything. It's just the one. Okay, we're good, guys. We could go.
You got your sandals, Yanni?
Yep. Aren't they cool?
Looking good.
I might have to start shaving my feet though, because there's like the hair's getting a little. Yeah.
Time to
You know,
start
if it was
breaking them in.
Velcro.
Time to start breaking them in, and we'll head to Vulcan, to the forge, with our adamantine box
And our shield and our axe.
and and my hammer still.
And
And
hammer.
my bow. Sorry, it just sounded like that part from Lord of the Rings.
Can Minos carry the adamantine on his bison stag thing?
Bison stag thing. It's a good description.
Yeah,
It's somewhere in between a bison and a stag.
a bag.
Man, as Rhodus leaves Astoria, he gets the feeling that he won't be coming back for a very long time.
We're just going to Mitros.
We have to come back for the stuff, right? You know, he's gonna make the stuff, and then we're gonna come back and get the stuff.
Right, we got to go back through when we come back from Mitros to go back to the mountain to get the stuff.
I don't
Okay.
think so. Yeah, it would be like Mitros is closer to where Vulcan's at.
Look, we'll come back. It's not going to be a long time. Just calm down, Rhodus.
We'll
I
get
cast
you to be,
suggestion
we'll
on
get you to be, we'll get you to be general. Don't you worry.
One tear rolls down his cheek.
Hey, I wipe it away. Hey, stop that.
As the city fades into darkness. Sorry, David. You can DM again. Sorry.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I guess I can cast that now. I'll cast. Where are we going? Oh, right. Yeah. I'll go ahead and use that then. Bloop. D10, you said? A 9. bitch.
Or move it from the ring on my belt and hand it over, maybe a little bit hesitantly or a little bit begrudgingly. I look forward to it.
We did have some requests, if you don't mind.
Minos will bring down the crate.
Rodus, do you want to start with with the axe, or what do we want to start with? I was wondering if you could make like full armor out of it for me, like something to protect me, like all around.
You have to have your midriff showing. Those are the rules.
I like the full coverage, right? Like like they just try to hit me all over, and it's like protection all around, 100% degree, like around.
100% degree.
It's gonna be a lot of protection. It might be a little noisy, but I think it'll be fine. Oh. Okay.
A reminder, he told us it was 1,000 gold worth, and full plate is 2k.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
1,500.
1,500, yeah. But still.
I thought half plate was 1,500, full plate was 2k.
I've never played a class that wears armor, so I couldn't tell you. $1,500.
Well,
That's why everyone keeps dying.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because they need more protection. Well, I guess. Well,
What if, hear me out, you just build a big shield, like a full body shield?
Well, we did find this shield, and then I'll have to take this shield out. And can you repair this?
A dead centaur had it. Or a dead minotaur. Sorry. I get them mixed up. They're the same thing.
Bristol
we
will like
also
nudge Rodus.
I couldn't hear you.
I
We
said
found a
Bristol will
couple-
just nudge Rodus. Yeah.
Sorry, I can hear both of you.
we found a couple more things that might need repair. And Minos will pull out the breastplate that he was given.
I thought the breastplate was fine.
I think you're right. I think it was the axe and the shield.
It's not.
Yeah. The axe and the shield needed repair. The breastplate was fine.
It was just like kind of dinged up, right? Yeah. It was just gross. Yanni can magic the gross away.
It's like using.
Yep, and yeah, that was it. I assume that that's what Alex was saying, but I'll hand over the axe. I'll pull it out of off my back. I'm wearing that it like crossed with my great sword. Is Vulcan like alone here? I mean, I guess like Simon lives here with the other that they're running the mine and stuff. Okay, cool. Good.
Is it still smelly? Yeah. Gross. Vulcan, what can you make out of all of these ingots that's not like this part of your body armor? Can you make like bracers or a cool helmet?
Racers, full helmet?
Yeah, I'm
Just
not
guessing.
very protected, but I can't wear a lot of heavy stuff or else I can't fly. So bracers would be great. Well, yeah, sure, yeah. If you're offering, yeah. Like
I guess
behind
Brissa-
Brissa.
I guess Brissa is a little tame.
Do pseudo dragon scales count?
I will poof away the dragon. Be like, what? There's no pseudo dragon here.
Alright, I'll remember that.
So will Goldie.
How about something like this? And he'll pull out one of his chakram and lay it down on the workbench. What kind of special ingredient would we need to find?
What do not enchanted bracers need?
It wouldn't do anything for your defense, by the way. Just
Yeah, I know. I just want to be cool, right? Yeah. Maybe they can be my carryover bracers until we get stuff for the real ones.
Economically not a sound choice, but you know, just do what you gotta do.
I don't know business. I grabbed 2 ingots out of the box and put it all in front of him.
I guess the shield and the glaive first, right?
Yeah,
We know those are magical.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
sorry,
shield and
shield and
axe
shield
Just-
and axe.
The repair. Does he need ingots to repair them, or can he just repair them? Okay. Oh, okay, cool. So definitely those. My bracers. Oh.
I think axe first.
Who wanted what? You guys can boulder parchment shears.
It was. I was getting the shield, and Rotus was getting the axe.
Go. Boulder parchment shears. Go.
Boom. Everyone?
No, just you and Brissa. Ah.
Ah, you bitch.
Daddy's boy.
Oh no! What else did we need? Oh, the chop room, right? Or
I think
yeah.
Minos would put in an order for 2 of those since they're not very heavy. Well, the price to make is what, like 10 times the price of the item?
Math.
I think it's 500 plus.
Yeah, mine can be last, I guess. Ugh. Put them on my grave when I die. Yeah, I don't know. If I die in a cool way, then let me just die and put them on my grave. But if I die in a stupid way, yeah, bring me back, for sure. You can just throw me in the lava like you did to Brissa, I guess.
I don't want to jump in the lava. That sounds really painful.
Is this lava jumping something that you folk tend to do?
Oh, right. Minos, you weren't here. Brissa was like pretty much dead, and then Vulcan showed up, and I punched him in the face because it was his fault, but I don't know if he remembers that part. And then he was like, oh, it's okay, I can fix this. And then he just picked Brissa up and threw her in the lava like that was the logical and rational thing to do at the time. But it did actually bring her back.
Hey,
So,
don't question Vulcan. It worked.
yeah, it did work. But now she's got that weird dragon eye thing.
Oh, she thinks that's an upgrade, so it's all good.
Oh yeah, it's 100% an upgrade. Like I mean, they look a lot cooler. You know, maybe one day I'll be an actual dragon. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently the lava can bring people back to life, but only once.
Everybody gets one.
But I did punch him in the face. It was pretty cool. It felt pretty good. It hurt, actually, kind of a little, but I didn't let him see that part. Yeah, I know. I'm saying it loud enough for you to hear it. That's the point.
I think you just got 2 months more added to your work order there, Lara.
Mr. Vulcan, sir, do you work in leather? I just like I'm you know really wimpy and I can't wear the big heavy metal armor stuff, but I wouldn't mind like just some just some general like leather armor, nothing special. Doesn't even have to use any of the adamantium or anything.
Wait, you can? You can put adamantium into leather armor? Before the bracers. Right. Just remember who's trying to save you guys.
He's a
Well,
guy
Simon,
with
I said
bottles.
nothing. Don't tell Simon you were here.
Oh, he saw you guys walk in. Oh, good, good. And how long will you be staying in my home this time?
See you later. We're leaving.
Yes, we're leaving?
Right, yes, well, be sure not to muck up the forge on your way out.
Do our best. You might want to put on pants.
Nope. Just thick leather apron on the front, nothing on the back. I mean, he literally does have a posterior carved of granite, so.
That's fair. That's fair.
What a legend. We're headed out of the mines then? To Mitros.
To Mitros.
The dragons.
That will be exciting to see. That will.
You are excited about the dragons, Brissa.
I mean, obviously, yes.
Ah.
Okay, Rhodus. All right.
Who would have guessed?
Are we gonna take a break before we head out, or
I mean, dinner might be.
So it's best to get there as fast as possible. We've delayed plenty long in there, as I'm sure.
Arriving in style. You always arrive 10 minutes after things have started, so that you come in, trumpets blaring.
It's a lot
Let's hope
easier to
it's
blend
10
into a
minutes.
crowd and not be noticed when you're picking pockets if the crowd's already there.
you're also technically
Just saying.
supposed to leave without saying goodbye? But I fucked that one up. So
Okay.
Well, let's go.
If you don't say goodbye when you leave, when do you say goodbye?
you don't.
Oh. Then why does it exist? Why is it a thing?
Just for you to question it, Yanni. That's exactly why.
To
Understood.
upset you.
No, I like questioning things.
Hey, no, it's good. Curiosity
That's
is good.
that's how you learn.
Yeah.
But I thought that there was that Bard acapella group. The what was it, Lads to Gents? Yeah, they've got that song about why it's so hard to say goodbye.
Oh,
But maybe that's a little bit older music preference before your time, though.
that I don't know. That just seems like a weird thing to write a song about.
That doesn't seem the kind of bard music that I usually listen to, so
No, I'm into bardcore. Which, if you don't know, there's a YouTube channel called Bardcore
I'm
where this
sure
dude
there
does.
is.
He's fantastic. Anyway,
I usually just listen to other sirens. We're pretty good at, music. Oh, siren song and all that.
And who's the xenophobic one here?
Not that centurion anymore, but we don't need to talk about that. Also, we should probably go find those guys from outside and tell them to come in. They've only got a limited window before.
oh, we're like the wrong direction now.
We're way far away now.
Yeah, I know.
Completely wrong direction.
We're way far away.
They'll figure it out.
Just in case they can.
Right. Yeah, maybe they followed us. They were stoned.
Just give
So
you an extra shot.
Not a good roll. Oh.
Oh, is it just me or is it getting muggy? Oh,
I'm trying. I'm clicking it.
Mine took a delay too.
Look at better, Rotus.
get good, noob. That might be the first time I've actually said that out loud.
There you
There
go.
it goes.
How was the mouthfeel?
No.
No.
Move on, David. Move on.
No.
Huh. Thank you.
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Has the stream been muted the whole time? Yeah, it has been.
No.
We never unmuted.
Antidote me, you get DM inspiration for pointing it out. I appreciate you. Yep. The stream has had me muted the entire time, which is good because it was mostly just you guys.
Oh no. A lot happened
Give us a recap, Lyra.
since we came back from the break.
Just a couple things, you know. No big. Don't worry.
When did we go on the break?
Big as that.
When we went to sleep? Is that when we went to break?
I think so. Something like that. That is amazing. Oh, man.
Damn it. Okay, recap. Quick 30-second recap.
You guys got
Go
out of
ahead.
the mines, the necropolis. You guys found some cool adamantine bars. You found some hippy dippy nymphs and centaurs who ultimately went along the path, and you guys told them to take those gilded acorns. And no, just kidding. You guys were nice to them. They were nice to you. You told them, sure, maybe we can work something out. You guys get a discount if we get you into Astoria. You went back to Astoria. Rotus talked to his sister. She wants him to be a general still. You guys are still getting the horses. You guys try to tell a xenophobic human that he needs to let them in, and by telling them, I mean telling them as you cast suggestion upon them. Yeah, and then you guys headed out. You are getting some weapons made by Vulcan, the god of the forge, and now are on your way to Mitros.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it.
that was great.
All right. As you guys travel along, what's your Deft Explorer improvement do that you want to call out?
Oh, I just forgot to mention it earlier. It just gives me 5 more feet of movement, and then I have a climb and swim speed equal to my.
Yeah, we're all also level 6 now. We got cool stuff. We talked about that after we got
That
back
is
from
true.
the break.
That was a definite thing. And Antidote Me, you're the best. Appreciate you. Yup, 100%. Alrighty, as you guys head on out, Damon, go to roll me a d10.
D10. I got a 10.
Alrighty.
Yay! That's
guys-
the hippy dippy people.
That was the hippity dippity.
How'd you guys get down here so fast?
With the use of no. As you guys walk downward towards Mitros, there are quite a throng of people that are moving into it. However, the rain is also starting. As you guys are getting closer and closer towards it, it is just downpouring. And the closer you guys get, there's just all different kinds of people. You have Fey folk as well as the other peoples of Thylea. They're all pushing to Mitros, you're guessing, for the renewed great games. And as you guys get closer to the location, you notice a couple different things. First, as you approach the city, you are reminded of its immense scale. Its walls and temples sprawl across the foundations of Mount Vulcan, and its great harbor stretches for miles across the coast. This is the Jewel of Thylea, the bastion of mortal civilization. But something is wrong this day. Massive, swirling black clouds loom over the city, the wind battering its ships and tearing at its banners. Howling gales greet you as you draw closer to the city gates, and it becomes difficult just to put one foot in front of another as you guys are getting closer. The centurions at the royal gate urgently beckon you into the city as the torrential rain hammers down against it. Glancing up into the sky, you notice that something ominous seems to have materialized within the spinning eye of the hurricane that is just whipping at everything. As you guys all look up and kind of like put each other on the shoulder to look up as well, you guys can see within the center of the hurricane the scowling visage of Sidon, Lord of Storms. His angry eye seems to rove over the city until abruptly you see the third eye that is within his head. He seems to have this long, dark gray hair that is pulled back, seems to be kind of focusing in on you, and it's just kind of a cloud front that seems to be building the actual face that he has. As it abruptly locks onto your exact position, you see the Titan suddenly just conjure forth a lightning bolt as the crackling white lightning reaches down and hurls. Not blah, but it hurls it at you. Oh man. Alrighty, at that point, I will need everyone to make me a dexterity check. And with that, I mean really just an initiative roll, but I will get that all done here in just a second. Alright, adding you guys now.
Is it a dexterity saving throw?
It is not
initiative.
yet.
Oh.
I was gonna ask the same thing though. Like, how close are we all to Brissa?
You're relatively clustered, for sure.
We just need to keep Brissa in the circle. We need to walk with Brissa in between all of us.
Tyler, yours hasn't come through yet, just FYI.
Oh, whoops. That's because I was talking and not doing what I needed to.
I really need that
Alrighty.
shield so I can get advantage on.
And also this, also that. So technically a 13.
You did get the shield? The shield is with Vulcan. You guys dropped all that stuff off.
No, I said I need that shield so I can get advantage on initiative.
Yeah. Alrighty, as the lightning crackles down incredibly fast at you, Brissa, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Do you get your own +2? I don't know how paladins work.
I do.
Cool.
Alrighty, as... Let me look at that. You end up failing.
The 23? Or 22?
Oh, it's a 22. At 22, you make it.
Okay, thank God.
All right. What, huh?
Nothing.
Oh. What would have been 38 points of lightning damage is reduced down to 19. All the Centurions kind of back away from you guys as Brissa is barely kind of able to step to the side as it kind of still hits her at the same time. You see incredibly quickly the other fist reaches up, and as it does, it hurls another lightning bolt down, this time at you, Lyra. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Nice. Good roll. What'd you get total for a stream?
21.
Alrighty. Well,
But 23 if she's next
23.
to
Oh,
me.
right.
Mhm.
Super 23.
alrighty. As the second one comes down,
Look at her.
strikes down, would have done 20 points of lightning damage, reduced down to 10.
Okay. That's not that bad.
As you guys both are able to kind of step away from that, you suddenly see there's a shimmer across the sky, a dome of some sort that seems to be just shining above the city of Mitros for a second, just incredibly fast. And you see, as you look back up, where Sidon's face was in the center of the storm, it is now dissipated. All the Centurions are like, "Are you alright?" Oh no.
Yeah, we're fine.
You're
I'm
the
pretty
light
sure
of-
that's against the oath of peace. Like that was not nice.
You are them, aren't you?
We are
Is
they.
Is that a good them or a bad them?
You are the light of Thylea, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's us.
Before I forget, King Akastus said to the second that you come into the gate, please come to the palace at your quickest convenience, please.
Okay.
Yeah, we
it is
gotta-
just, and he kind of points towards the path that you guys will have to take to ultimately get to the palace.
We gotta play the games or whatever.
We'll follow you.
All right, you guys man the gate. We have the light of Thylea. And as you guys are running through the rain, the Centurion fills you guys on a couple details. The great games certainly were called back on, but Malaka Sidon has been trying to waylay them as much as he can with the damnable rain, as you guys are kind of like screaming at each other to be able to be heard. This has been going on for the last, 5 days or so. It has been incredibly frustrating. Well, we're trying to figure out what to do, at least King Akastus is, and I think that's why he wants you there.
So
Any
are you
questions?
guys not doing the games?
Not until this rain is over. Jogging up.
See, it's good we came here afterwards.
Or maybe we should have came before. I don't know. It depends on how good these games are. I guess we'll find out later.
Alright, ultimately you guys are led to what appears to be a beautiful opulent temple that has white marble pillars that rise up. You see all of these golden frescoes carved into the sides of them. You see a beautiful massive depiction of what appears to be the 5 gods above it. And as you guys are led in, all of the Centurions are extremely grateful to see you guys. Brissa, your heart jumps as you do see kind of often like a little bit of a training yard of sorts off on the side of the palace. 2 bronze dragons currently seeming to be tended to by a couple Centurions as their scales are being washed off in the rain. You guys all kind of start walking into the temple, dripping down water as you guys walk, and step into a beautiful, massive, opulent room. Their Centurions are kind of milling about, and you see an array of different people there. You see King Akastus, his dark bronzed skin framed by a long black beard that is held together by a clasp. You can see the golden wreath that he wears as a crown, similarly to the one that Valis, Queen of Wisdom, sitting beside him, also has. Also next to him is another young, incredibly beautiful woman of dark complexion that kind of looks at him. And all of you guys are fairly certain you've heard tales of Akastus keeping concubines, but it seems to be a little on the nose to have her here while Valis is in attendance at the same time. Furthermore, you see a blue-skinned tiefling with interesting face tattoos that cover his eyes and eyelids to a certain degree. Kind of look at you guys. This long black mantle kind of, coming down in a pool below at his feet. But the thing that makes and gives all of you, makes you guys actually physically stop for a second, gives you guys pause is a long flowing blue cloak and the same brown crop of hair. And as the person turns around to look at you guys down his nose bridge, is none other than Commander Gaius of Sidon's forces.
Gonna break his stupid nose bridge.
I've really got the dragons.
There's that tension in the room as you guys all look at each other. As King Augustus just says, "Ah, finally! You have come. Welcome, Light of Thylea. We have a problem that only you can solve." And that's where we're going to pick it up next week when we hopefully have Justin back with power and no mics turned off, which would have been a great thing to realize earlier. Again, seriously, Antidote, you're MVP for tonight. Thanks for pointing it out. Gosh darn. Has to happen sometimes. We're going to be rating someone else really quick, so if you guys want to hang around, let me get that stuff set up. Yeah, with that random encounter, I was wondering how you guys were going to handle that, the whole dealing with the hippies, the hippie folk.
We didn't have any money.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they seem fine. They seem like a cheery bunch of people.
Is there something we need an acorn for?
I can't
It's,
possibly think of anything.
It's the spell component for one of the newer druid spells from Tasha's. Alex found it.
It's for Summon Beast, a 2nd level druid spell. I was looking for one for quite a while, and then I got 3rd level spells, so it's fine now.
I assume you mean with a druid character?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, y'all. Well, we went over towards April Anonymous. She does fantastic streams. Go check her out. We're out for the night, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.